So, Minecraft. Almost a terrible place that you just don't want to get killed in. And that's exactly why I wanted to kill this thing. You know, these things hurt. I mean, do you know just how much damage they do without your armor on? I mean, that would pretty much wipe you out in the face of Earth. However, there's one thing that I need to make sure that let's say, that I have to keep my sanity in check. Because every time I look around to this pen, I always see Bruce. Yup, Bruce the dog. That's what I named him. And he doesn't want to eat bones anymore. So, like any dog, you need to feed him. And obviously, I have no meat. So, I decide to go looking. Obviously, there are no cows in the snow, right? I mean, not that I'm aware of. However, I did find a bunch of bones and some arrows lying around, so I decided, maybe I should just take them, that I could make some bone meal out of them. I could get some more arrows just in case I want to make a bow and arrow. Not that I'm gonna get one anytime soon. Haha. Anyway, I decided to keep on going, and in the distance, I met across a polar bear. And of course, I didn't want to go anywhere near it because there was a cub. But in the corner of my eye, I saw those portals that sometimes they were left out. And I was like, well, there's going to be something good in them anyway, so I decided to rush. This is quite bad because, yeah, it's being occupied by the polar bear and cub, and if I come anywhere near it, it's not going to look too pretty. I mean, there's going to be a lot of bloodshed, so I decided to book it and make my way to the chest. Now, I was trying to be extra stealthy, didn't want that thing to see me, because I didn't want to have to kill an animal. That's just terrible. I opened up the chest and I found a cool as shovel with efficiency 2 on it and some obsidian, and I left the other stuff in there. I was like, oh well, maybe I should take more. And I saw this gold block on top, and I decided, well, time to mine that thing. There's only one problem with that, because once I mined this block, yeah, the bear saw me, and in one of my guts, and I was nowhere near the thing, and I didn't even want to touch it. I tried to run away, and yeah, it didn't do so well. Uh, yeah. Well, after escaping that, I decided to give my bones to my friend. Obviously, he needs them for some reason. I forgot what he needed them for. I think he needed them to make. I think he needed to make some bone meal as well, just like myself. Um, so yeah, I just gave it to him because like any other friend wouldn't. I also decided to get some flint because I needed to make some flint and steel. And of course I did what any normal person would. Keep repetitively placing the block down until I get flint. Now I had to do this so many times and it got really frustrating. So yeah. Lesson learned. Just make it easy. Just don't do this. I know it just seems so much easier, but anyway, I did get it. Ugh. After many times of punching through gravel, that is. Gravel is quite stupid, especially when you have to mine and gravel just falls on your head and you die of suffocation. Anyway, I did decide to make a little bowl for Bruce right here. Now Bruce was quite thirsty, and he pretty much didn't want to look at me because I wasn't giving him anything to eat, and I felt really bad. So I decided to go. I needed also to make some stuff. I forgot what I need to make, but I wanted to make a garden. So I wanted to, let's say, get rid of all this remaining snow here, because if snow were to get close to water, anyone would know that it would freeze, and frozen water is not good for my plants. Because I need the water to make it grow. The sun was also going down, so I need to make sure that no enemies would just pop out of nowhere and start smacking me. So I decided to, let's say, make a little blueprint of where I want to mine. That obviously was wrong, so I had to go through the middle. I wanted to make somewhat like a T shape. So like two sides would have wheat, and two sides would have carrots, and two sides would have potatoes. Of course, it took me a long time because I'm not very good at calculations, but it worked out in the end. I had to also calculate how many blocks I was also using, but yeah, didn't really go so well. Yeah. Lesson learned. try to count the blocks before you mine them. Luckily, this was dirt, so I could just easily repair it. But yeah, this is not a good method of using it. I can tell you that.
Oh gosh! Bruce! Stop sticking your head through the wall! Bruce, you crazy man.
Along the way, I also decided I need to get some coal because if I were to get this farm up and running, the garden. We don't really have a farm at the moment, and I don't think I'll build one anytime soon. But we do need coal in order to, let's say, cook some stuff. I do like baked potato; it's like my favorite thing to eat. And that creeper almost killed me. Now, this is also when I was going down, and I did not have anything to protect myself besides this iron pickaxe, which is, at this given time, my only weapon I can use. I also decided to get some iron along the way, and I made my way down. It is quite dark. I didn't bring any torches, and I also saw some zombies along the way. Luckily, the river current was keeping them away from me while I was mining this iron. And luckily, he stayed there because he made quite a disturbing noise, and I didn't like that too much. I was quite skeptical of just keep on mining because any single time that a zombie would open its mouth, I would always assume that it's right near me. Luckily, it didn't do that, so I had to mine my way back out again while collecting some more coal. Yep, coal. I can tell you, it's really useful. Coal is really useful for any scenario you need it. Pretty good for cooking stuff. Pretty good for smelting things. Eh, Coal's just good in general. Probably not good at when you have it for Christmas because that's a sign of bad luck. But you know, we're lucky here. After making my way out of that little hole, I decided to avoid that and go around. I also saw some more coal and some more iron along the way, so I decided, maybe I should take it. Unfortunately, there were some more mobs and they wanted my booty, so I decided to kill them. Unfortunately, it didn't take a lot of hits to kill them, but I didn't have anything worth of killing them fully, since I didn't have a sword on me. And there were just heaps of zombies, and there was also a zombie villager. You need to keep distance from him, and don't want to get rabies or whatever they give you. What 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 would happen if Minecraft implemented poison from the zombies? These would kind of kill me. Luckily, I killed all of them, and I was about to mine more until I found another dude creeping around, and I was scared, so I had to kill him. Uh, my hunger was also going low, so I had to kill him before I get even more hungry, and he died. And then I decided to keep on mining. But I realized that that would not be good because I was getting too greedy, so I decided, maybe it's not a good time to keep mining. Let's find a way out. So I found a way out, and I also found along the way some coal. So I decided, before I get out of here, let me just get some more coal. There's nothing wrong about getting coal, am I right? And then I had to make my way out.
Alright, I'm here.
Along the way, I also found some more coal, and I decided to use that coal to, let's say, put it on every single furnace I had. I also had, I believe I had at least four, yeah, four furnaces, and I had one more smoker, and I obviously was pretty happy I got the smoker from the village. They won't be cooking anytime soon. They're probably going to be hungry, but it's a worthy sacrifice. So I used the coal and I placed them in every single furnace I had and that one single smoker. So just in case I need to cook more than one thing, then I decided to put the iron in there.
Okay, we're gonna have 24
Oh
iron
boy.
now.
Mmm.
And
Yum.
let's make
Never, don't eat iron. When I said yum, I meant like yum. I need the. Okay, that joke is getting really old. If after getting some iron, I decided, okay, now it's the time to make a
iron
bucket. So this bucket here is going to be really
Alright,
useful
Bruce, you're finally
because
cooking.
I'm going to
Some
use it to
water,
get
some
some water,
fertilized
and this
water,
will
am
be
I
beneficial
right?
for two people.
Fresh
One for
from
Bruce, obviously, because he's thirsty, and like I said, he is not very happy with me. But also, I can also make my garden because plants need water, and luckily our house was right next to an ocean. So, well, right next to the sea. I don't know why I use the term ocean, but it's right next to the sea. And I decided to, grab it. Because I need that, obviously.
Alright. Oh, oh, I thought I stepped on your potatoes.
They're freaking beetroot.
Oh, beetroot. Oh, did you get the beetroot from the chest?
After collecting some water, I decided to go back to my house.
I accidentally
And
stepped on it.
Bruce was quite happy to see me because, you know, he's finally happy. And he's looking at me for the first time. So I gave him water and he can finally drink out of it. Unfortunately, he's still hungry, but I'll find my ways. I also been having some problems because every time I leave, the snow would keep on freezing the water. So I need to find something to, let's say, keep the snow at bay. So I decide to go and grab my pickaxe and try and get some lanterns because lanterns are pretty useful to keep away the monsters and to keep it lit up, and they also are very good at keeping the snow away because I hate snow, even though we're in a snow biome. But that's besides the point. So I decided to go down and collect some more.
Ooh, some hay. I'll take that.
After claiming my lanterns, I decided to place them down, and this was actually really good because the sun was also going down, and I didn't really like that. So I decided to get more water and fill up the rest. And after doing that, I decided to plant my. Well, what did I plant exactly? I can't really remember. I think I planted wheat, carrots, potatoes. I think it was one of them. And yeah, I would get bread, I would get baked potatoes, and I would get carrots just in case I want to make anything worth of value. So this was actually pretty good. The garden was actually really good. I didn't expect it to be this good. It's not really that crafty, but
Alright, I'll do that.
you know,
Oh, there's a fucking creeper coming for me.
you need something, right? So I then placed down all the rest, and yeah, I would say I really enjoyed having to have a gaze
I'm struggling
at
to find
my beautiful garden. I was probably going to extend it later in the future because this later on is not going to help me at all. I had to use a lot of bone meal just to make them grow,
One's coming to your house.
but for now,
what.
it's good enough.
He's thinking about walking up.
I also saw in the distance that my friend was fighting a bunch of zombies,
He's upon your
well, skeletons, and he was getting bombarded, and I liked looking at him. Later on, I had to go back to bed because it was going to be a new day, and a new day indeed for Minecraft.